Oh my god.
Happy 4th of July's vegan gains. Happy 4th.
Jeez, got lucky there.
Is this game Durian Rider? 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 Is this game Durian Rider?
Yeah. Thanks for the donation, dude.
Hey VG, you should challenge this guy to a debate. He is now vegan but he supports Palestine as stated in a comment below.
Hello boys and girls, Undertaker Freak 1127 here.
Oh, Genius, who records a video with an incredibly low mic gain, still uploads it, and then you can't fucking hear it unless you use some kind of fucking software.
A little bit today about
the volume.
veganism, and why I have decided...
Yeah, like I'm gonna debate this dumb fuck.
...to finally commit to it. And I also want to... I've left it horrifying.
Great. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time. Thanks for the donation, dude. Dodo donated $2.
Welcome to my new short series, 15-minute summer recipes. This is a hot chili cheese tofu sandwich, vegan of course. I got this idea after seeing a hot honey and goat cheese sandwich, but instead of hot honey, since it's not vegan, we're using a mix of chili all crisp and agave. I didn't have bread, so I just used this croissant and salted in some vegan goat cheese a friend bought for me. It was so good, but you can also use any vegan cheese here, like my vegan tofu ricotta recipe. I fried it so it melts and becomes crispy. Meanwhile, I sliced my frozen tofu, pan fried it, and coated it in chili all crisp and agave. You can also add a splash of soy sauce here, but I didn't feel like it needed it. Put them together, drizzle some more agave, slice the croissant into half. You can even bring this on picnics. It's so delicious and addictive. Follow for more.
Those are nice kitties. Young Englishman getting arrested by 2 female police officers after defending himself against an attack by 3 foreigners. Yeah, that makes sense. He was the one getting attacked.
In his defense, he probably thought you were one of the attackers.
You know what this really is? I just realized the reason these dumb police officers try to arrest the white guy in these situations, it's because they know the white guy isn't going to fight back, whereas if they try to arrest these foreigners, they know they're going to get punched in the face or stabbed or something.
Wait, I should say this, the comment about Palestine is at the very bottom, and it's a reply to someone about both you and Gary.
I don't care. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Like, this is just psychotic.
Put your hands behind your back!
I didn't move that way, bro. What?
You just fucking punched me in the
No,
face.
my nan's actually, I was trying to move that way, bro. What the fuck?
Like, what the He's the victim. He's literally on the ground after getting assaulted by 2 people, and then she fucking arrests him? Oh my god. Dude.
Say in his defense, he probably thought you were one of the attackers at that moment.
Okay, so somebody's assaulted him first. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll jump.
She was right there. Oh, someone assaulted him first? Oh, like, what? Oh my god. Just get out of the UK while you still can. I don't know how anybody still lives there. Just let it become a Muslim shithole. Give Keir Starmer exactly what he wants.
Was a leader to all people of the world who struggle against imperialism, against arrogance, against Zionism, against genocide. To me, he was the greatest anti-imperialist leader to have lived during my lifetime.
Yeah, white chicks.
Okay, so
Fucking insane. Dumb bitch.
let's say you want to quiz people's EQ, like you show a flashcard of someone's like facial expression and someone's trying to describe like what's that emotion. And it's like surprisingly hard to describe exactly the correct emotion, but you also get the sense there really is a correct answer. I vaguely remember an experiment to this effect where they took people who had freshly gotten like Botox and they did like a pre-test and a post-test. And like post-test, they were just much worse.
Wait, they got Botox?
You do the test and then you go and you get Botox and your face is all like frozen. And now you are worse at understanding the emotions of what you see, right? And the thought is that part of understanding is doing it yourself. And it's like you see that, you mimic that, and you're like, oh yeah, that's anxiety. So in that sense, if it is the case that models have bad theory of mind, sure, they know everything because they've like read what everyone wrote. But at a level of actually able to put themselves in your shoes in the same way that like my face muscles are mimicking your face muscles, that's what helps me understand how you feel. Not surprising at all. They don't have face muscles. Their brain works completely different. It's like an alien trying to empathize. Like how could it have theory of mind? It would be like this very emergent thing to have theory of mind.
Right.
Whereas we can just like plug it into our own.
All right, thanks for the donation, Dodo. Oh, dude, this jump. Oh my god, that is relentless.
By the way, this guy's the same guy who made that anti-gun video over a year ago.
Yeah, I'm angry.
I'm random search.
Okay, yeah, he's a faggot. Thanks for the donation, dude. Yes, make everything safer by only having criminals have guns. Brilliant.
Jasmine, Jasmine, sweetie, Jasmine, honey, remember when you said I do, Rich?
Why is it doing that now? What the fuck? Oh my god.
And random searches.
Why the fuck does it do that?
Drug dogs and
Like, you click on the fucking search window, and then you type something, and then it does something completely different, and, like, maximizes the screen.
The court denies the motion for order to declare plaintiff a vexatious litigant. So Dr. Taban and his equally as crooked
Claiming you as a vexatious litigant doesn't kick you out of court, you dumbass.
lawyers tried to prevent me from filing future lawsuits in the court. The problem...
Canadian Fugit, donate $2. Why Canadians feel American. I am glad Trump made it clear you are not. You are a faceless, cultureless, wasteful wasteland of Karens. Fags and socialists. Every time I pay taxes, I want to puke. This country is only for lazy parasites. Can't wait to GTFO. That's nice.
problem is, my claims are not meritless, and this doctor keeps doing things to warrant more lawsuits. And to make this more significant and analogy it into criminal terms, it's like if someone mugged me on the street and put me in the hospital and then got thrown in jail. And then when they got out and mugged me again and got put back in jail, they're complaining, "Oh, stop putting me in jail. He can't put me in jail."
That does not make any sense. I don't see how that's remotely related.
Like, that's what you're trying to do, you know? You're committing crimes, civil crimes, over and over again. Medical malpractice, tortious interference. You're doing all these things and then complaining I'm filing lawsuits. That's not how it works. They're not meritless claims.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, testament to the intelligence of goats is you get them a salt block and they come and eat the plastic instead of the salt block. Like, you can't make this up.
I'm gonna guess he's not giving these goats an adequate amount of food.
How's that taste, sweetie?
Why does he even have plastic on the ground for them to eat? Like, this retard is, like, saying, oh, all natural goat milk and cheese and all this shit. And then he literally shows a video of them eating plastic because he gives them access to plastic.
Oh, she likes both.
Yeah, they all look a little underweight. Yeah, look at that goat there. That goat is definitely malnourished. You can see their ribs and everything. Yeah, he's not feeding them enough or taking care of them. Like this goat too, it looks a little underweight.
Yeah, that smells good, huh? Natural, the gold.
Instead of 4th of July, you guys are going to have to wish me a happy 1-year Rotten Wagyu anniversary because this is the time last year when my Japanese Kobe Wagyu beef rotted in a shipping container, $30,000 out the window, but more significantly, the business...
What are you doing?
Relationship was tarnished. Japan is refusing to sell me Wagyu for the entire rest of my business as long as I'm alive. So we're talking millions and millions of dollars in damages. And as usual, the elite-owned court system is just jerking me around because all of these businesses that were involved in destroying my Wagyu are owned by the same people. So am I just going to be making videos about this for the rest of my life while handing out flyers outside Dr. Taban's office? You know, is it going to become an official holiday when I become president?
What does he expect to gain out of complaining about shit in perpetuity?
Gonna switch 4th of July to Rotten Wagyu anniversary. They also got sued for stealing money from their employees and had to pay out like $800,000.
And speaking of low brows, VG Dark Sovinus says if you celebrate the 4th of July, you're a bad person.
He looks like a retarded, gay, inbred, obese grandma, so I don't really care what he has to say. Thanks for the donation, dude.
Gayet samimiler.
Evet.
Mutlu oldular yani. Hello.
Yes.
Those are good cats. Happy 4th, donated $2.
Happy 4th of July!
Hello, my name is Jeremy Frederick Wilson, but you can just call me Bombity Boo. I know yet again I've not been dedicating enough time to my vlog. However, today I created a new interpretive dance and poem routine. I think that it is great. I hope this is the climax, the outpouring of all my creative juices since my last interpretive dancing video, which was over a year ago. Well, anyway, this poem is in the format of an English sonnet, and I really like it, and I hope you like it as much as me. Again, happy 4th of July! I hope you all celebrate it carefully and wisely. Well, here goes nothing. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, so many years before today, our founding fathers, with their signatures, sculpted the greatest nation, as some say, one that to this day still grows and matures. This our home, this our country that we love, which we all celebrate July the 4th. The men who made us completely free of British tyranny, which reigned south and north. Free from this, we join together in bliss to honor all those who came before us. But we do not just sit and reminisce. We look to the future as we discuss the bright prospects of our nation so dear, which must proceed with strength and lacking fear.
Okay. Like, literally impossible to fucking avoid those sometimes. Great. Ah!
Jasmine with
god.
Jasmine.
I'll give you another point of view. The real problem in the Middle East since forever, since God was a baby, the real problem in the Middle East is Iran. Hamas would hold the Gazans hostage. They would put them out front.
But how do we even know that? They killed 220
because
something.
We've seen it.
But they killed 220 something journalists that went there to document what was going on.
There's no question there have been civilian deaths.
They wouldn't let journalists in to even document what was happening there.
Right. They kill journalists, but they won't let them in. Okay.
Hey Richard, do you know if A&W...
I'm like genuinely sick of all this like fucking brain rotted horse shit, dude. Like just looking at the YouTube recommended page, like it just makes me fucking sick. I don't want to see anything anybody uploads anymore. I just want to win the lottery and never use social media ever again in my fucking life, and just like drive cars and ride bikes all day. Literally couldn't give a fuck anymore. Just society's made up of fucking retarded chimps. How in the fuck, dude? Oh my god. Oh.
There were 4 other new Frank shorts, starting with Why They Want Tall, up until Rotisserie Fire Roasted.
We've already seen those. Thanks for the donation, dude. Those were videos he uploaded last night.
Is it beta to take gays man back?
It's really weird. The people who do tutorials for this game never mention that you can destroy the poison gas thing.
Don't worry, VG, humanity will destroy itself soon.
Yeah, good. Thanks for the donation, dude. Oh my god, that's just disgusting. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Yo, it's also, there's another level where, like, a lot of the big speedrunners who are good at this game, they also don't mention that you can, hit that rat that chases you in the other level, too. Fuck. Can't believe I did that. Oh my god! Fucking gay. Oh my god. Dude, these jumps are just so fucking bullshit. I forgot about that stupid thing. Yeah, no shit, I spelt fourth wrong, dipshit. Yes, that makes sense.
Me and Mibby went to watch fireworks from across the lake and holy fuck, there were so many bugs biting the fuck out of our succulentarian skin fuck. Then some black people said have a nice 4th and we said you too and they said alright, turn up in that bee.
That's cool, aside from the bugs. Thanks for the donation, non-wib. The only bugs that I like are, oh my god. Yeah, the only bugs that I really like are, well, what the, okay, so you can't damage those unless you have the baton, so you're, like, just fucked. Yeah, I only really like bees. I also like cicadas, I guess. Moths. There's some bugs that are okay. Fucking hate mosquitoes. Houseflies, deer flies, horse flies, they're fucking assholes. Okay, there definitely is some weird bug where if you're at a standstill and you press forward, it, like, sprints forward like crazy. That's why sometimes I, like, fall off the edge of things. Because I just saw that happen. Oh my god! That was total bullshit and unfair. Total bullshit. God damn it. Yeah, now we're just fucked.
Milkweed beetles are really cute cause they have huge antennas and don't mind being held. A chipmunk eating a flower.
Let me take a look. They look like they might be okay. I guess stink bugs are pretty okay too. They're not really a problem. Yeah, that's good. I like chipmunks. It's a pretty good beetle. Thanks for the donation, Non-Whip. It's like fucking impossible. Fuck. Great.
Communism may finally have consequences, as Secretary of State Marco Rubio is clamping down on communism in our country.
Is now investigating Piker and Code Pink, who hosted his trip to Cuba. The feds are looking at funding for the trip, which some think is tied to the Chinese Communist Party. The Trump administration wants to know if Piker and Code Pink violated U.S. laws and sanctions in support of Cuba's communist government.
In addition, Rubio has terminated the legal status of Cuban operatives, with the feds detaining 3 of them, notably Yoga Dominguez, who is affiliated with the Cuban Institute of Friendship with the People, the same group that helped organize trips with Code Pink to come visit Cuba, that one group that went to Cuba with Hassan. And honestly, we all assumed it was a propaganda tour, but it's difficult to prove the difference between useful idiots and important, paid-for operatives. Now, we shouldn't assume anything necessarily about Hassan, except even he thinks this means he's going to prison.
Earlier this month, I designated ICAP and several other Cuban organizations responsible for engaging in subversive anti-American activities. I don't understand why they're covering this as like the organization that sent Hassan Piker to Cuba. Bro, Trump is gonna put me in prison, I swear to God. What the hell is going on? We're about to hit in 1930s Germany if we haven't already hit it. The State Department is like actively pursuing some group that I guess like was also a part of the humanitarian aid mission that we did in Cuba that I didn't even know about.
And maybe he can plead ignorance, as maybe he was genuinely in the dark, or maybe the fact that when he was simply subpoenaed, not even
This guy's voice is so fucking annoying. I love how just people talk like retards. So even when they upload, you know, decent content, it's just like unwatchable. It did it. It did it again. I pressed the fucking forward button once and it just dashed. That's so fucking irritating. Like, the game literally sabotages you. There's like no fucking point, dude. What a fucking, like... Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Fuck. It's weird how I... Oh. It's weird how I got it to do that twice in a row. It did it again. It dashed when all I did was press forward once. Like, wow.
Don't forget there's an entire island of people who talk like retards. Oi bruv. I live on 69 Wanker Street, Dixton, UK. Why are you laughing? Yeah, my name is Brickshit Sweat Wang. I don't get what's so funny. And they insist they the ones who speak correctly.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking hilarious how English people can't speak their own fucking language and they sound like fucking retards. And I love how everyone, like, there's this, like, weird idea that British accent sounds sophisticated. It sounds fucking stupid. Like, they can't pronounce shit properly. Thanks for the donation, non-wib. They're also just fucking stupid. Drive on the wrong side of the fucking road, elect like fucking complete retards that just destroy their country and make them broke and poor. Hey, let's ban guns. Guns bad. Let's bring in, like, horrible, violent, illegal immigrants. What could go wrong? Let's create a tax system where I'll never be able to make money. It'll be great. Oh my god, this is just insane. Oh yeah, and they have fucked up teeth. It's like they don't know how to brush after they drink tea. retards. Oh, just what the fuck? And it didn't jump. Nice. Uh... Fucking horse shit. Sure. Great. Sego Donny Tillers. React, watch his stories, touch his name, and click the story like Instagram. He talks about the goats.
Instead of 4th of July, you guys are going to have to wish me a happy 1-year Rotten Wagyu anniversary, because this is the time last year when my Japanese Kobe Wagyu beef rotted in a shipping container, $30,000 out the window. But more significantly, the business relationship was tarnished. Japan is refusing to sell me Wagyu. For the entire rest of my... Instead of 4th of July...
What do you, like, we've already seen this video. I don't know what you want me to do. And, like, why the fuck is this so fucking annoying? I'm not... Don't even bother sending me TikTok videos, dude. Thanks for the donation. Oh, great. I don't want to use the slider. I'm pretty sure it's some fucking bullshit thing to, like, steal your cookies or collect personal information. Again, YouTube doesn't make you do that, Instagram doesn't make you do that, only the Chinese spyware fucking social media app makes you do that. Absolutely no reason for it. Great. Wonderful. I love how you can mistime it like that. I've been running into a lot of old people who smell like piss lately. I don't know why. It's like a lot of old people who just smell like piss. Fuck!
Jasmine.
Wonderful. Damn it. I can't believe that. Oh, man. Kill yourself. Fuck! Are you serious? Okay. Finally. Fuck. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. I'll just restart that. God damn it. It's lagging. Every time I want to try to do the shoulder charge, it's slowing down. God damn it. Okay, I probably shouldn't just... I'll just do it slow. Ugh. The fuck sense does that make? Great. Let's do this over again. I got fucking greedy. Damn it! Okay, I'm just being stupid. Oh my god, fuck off. Ugh. Stupid bitch. Fuck! Yeah, it's really tricky to juggle them. God damn it! That's fucking annoying. Fuck. I have no patience, and like after all that horse shit, this is just taking too fucking long. Fuck off! God damn it! I can't, like, my brain's mush. Super annoying they don't tell you how much health is left with the boss. God damn it! Fucking pussy. Look at this asshole. Suck my dick. So this is the ultra turbo bullshit fucking level that just sucks ass. So this is some real horseshit. Like real fucked up horseshit. Just horrendous. You know what, I'll probably make a save state later. I'll fuck up that boss again and just get fewer, less of those pee-pee poo-poo bum-bums. So I have more health for this one. Yeah, that's what this game does. And you start from the beginning. This is actually just the most... This is the most fucked level in the whole game. Like, I hate it. It is horseshit. It is so cheap and unfair. This is the one level that I'd say is actually, like, bullshit, unfair, just nonsense. There's so many, like, blind, weird things that you just have to memorize. And there's so many enemies that'll kill you in one hit, too. It's just fucking horse crap. Like, how are you supposed to know that's there unless you played through it before, you know? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, even right at the beginning, there's no enemy there. That thing shoots out so quick, like, it just fucks you over. I think that'll be enough for fucking Battletoads today. I need a break from that.
New at 10 now, 5 people in Polk County owe their lives to a cat. That's right, they say Gizmo helped thwart a possible house fire. Fox 15's Josh Casso is here to tell us about it. Josh, this must be a special cat. Tell us more.
Yeah, you know, we typically think of dogs as being the heroic ones and cats play the villains, but in this case, 1-year-old Gizmo saved the day.
Not all superheroes wear capes. Some wear collars.
I'd say the cat definitely saved my life.
Meet Gizmo. She's a little shy, but this 1-year-old feline acted fast when it counted.
You can see right here, it started right there in the middle and it spread over to here.
An oven mitt left on the toaster caught fire late last night while 5 people were asleep in this Bartow home. Ron Perkins was on the couch.
The cat Gizmo had her front paws up on the cushion and her head right by my ear just meowing. She would not stop. Well, when I opened my eyes, I realized the house was full of smoke.
Quickly, he was able to put the small fire out before it spread. Had it not been for Gizmo,
I thoroughly believe if she hadn't woke me up, I'd have been found dead on that sofa this morning.
I've never heard of this ever in my life, that a cat would save the day, but she certainly did. She saved us all.
Call her a hero cat.
I think the cat ought to get an award.
Gizmo seems to be taking it all in stride, not basking in her own glory. Instead, she prefers to stay in her own fortress of solitude, though she is enjoying one aspect of stardom, the treats.
It's a story of a year. I mean, really, it really is.
So next time someone says all cats are evil, remember Gizmo, the life-saving calico.
Good kitty cat.
This cat, I thoroughly believe, gave me
No, I have not seen the movie Obsession. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to be a sperm donor when I have a vasectomy. That might be a bit difficult, stupid.
What's up, my dudes? It's a Vigorous Q&A. Sorry for being late. I had to post a story on Instagram, which is probably the best AI video you've ever seen in your life. So if you haven't seen it, go over to Instagram, but I'll show it on the screen right here in about a minute or so. Let's see, what is new? Oh yeah, it's Independence Day. Happy welcome to Earth Day, guys. Let me know if the audio is sounding good, then we can get started. Heat shock proteins, and that helps with recovery of the quad tendon tear. So I do feel a little bit dehydrated sometimes, but I'm on top of my hydration, right? I forgot to fill this one up, but it's already, I think I filled it up an hour ago, and this is what I got down. And then, well, this is not really a hydration formula, but it has what plants crave. It has no electrolytes. Does it have electrolytes?
Sneeko declares New York an Islamic state. He should be deported to Brown Clownistan.
Yeah.
Takbir! Allahu Akbar! Oh no! Fuck you! This is the Islamic Republic of New Yorkistan. Islam will be in every household, inshallah.
Yeah, and all these Muslims would gang up and kill Sneeko as soon as they got an opportunity. Guy's just a retard. Thanks for the donation, nigga.
Has no electrolytes. Not a significant source of calcium or potassium and iron, if you consider. Sodium, 25 milligrams. Oh, yeah. That makes a difference. But yeah, libido's up. Skin thinness is improving. And I didn't have this last week. So you see, this is going pretty well. I think, Jesus Christ. Where did my skin go? I didn't have this separation. Those stem cells from a certain doctor. And I've heard several stories about issues with those stem cell treatments. I might have to take that podcast down that I did with that doctor. But I haven't really been following what Brian Johnson is, so I'm not up to speed of what kind of autoimmune disease he has. But yeah, he's been on polypharmacy and all kinds of experimental things for a very long time. So you run into issues. And Brian Johnson is not somebody, I think, who understands polypharmacy and drug interactions. But that's with most guys on this. Like some of the...
If anything gave him problems, it was probably one of those stupid surgeries like the stem cell treatment, the fat transfer thing that he did. The amount of people who I've seen get really severe infections from stem cell treatment is crazy. Just through the fucking roof. So, it seems like a really bad idea.
sites. So I'm looking forward to his deep dive. I mean, he's taking his sweet time, as he should, because he's got some new information from the French government regarding, formerly unreleased trend studies, and he's got his own idea on which ancillary medications are beneficial. Right, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, let's see what he has to bring. The EQ deep dive was good, so I'm looking forward to it. But give him some time. My friend was diagnosed with ALS. Do you have any advice on how to optimize the rest of her life? No. I've no idea how it's caused. Again, guys, I'm specialized in hormones, not in medical diseases, so that's why we have doctors. So I don't know, man. I know ILS, right? Imaginary Land Syndrome, but ALS, no, I'm not familiar with that at any shape, so please consult with a specialist. Or ask one of the fake doctor supplements used for cheat meals. Was it Orlistat? Yeah, Orly supplements used for cheat meals. Or chat. So, okay, hormone that causes less water retention, whether that's pharmaceutical grade or just a different brand of genes. At the peak of my, or the end of my cruise, 4 months later before it tore my quad? No, absolutely not. Give me a couple more weeks, though. Let's see. How do you feel about the Schoffenhofer? I don't even know what that is. German brands, grapefruit, tangy, wheat bubbly beer brands. I don't think I've ever had that. Well, if you're coming to the Arnold Classic and you're from Germany, you're welcome to bring me a 6-pack. And I'll tell you on the spot. 2%.
Dodo, donate $2. Let me see.
Now that the people of America are standing for you, will you share with them the light and the beauty and the majesty of Islam, or will you stay in hiding? Tell the young people to continue to study, to prepare themselves to become the doctors, the lawyers, the engineers, to become the mayor, the police chief, the leaders of Congress, and those that were born in America. Prepare yourself to be America's next president. Share with the people of Minnesota the words of the Quran, the wisdom of the prophet, and the beauty of our community, because this is your moment of grace. You have to make up your mind today as Muslims in Minnesota. What is your position in defending the lives and the future of your people? Nobody asks you to be violent. You don't have to be violent. Your weapon is your faith. Your strength is your unity. And you must quickly engage the American people, especially the people of Minnesota. We just elected a Muslim to be the mayor of New York. That's the home of 9/11. And those that are in opposition to Islam, they're watching the growth and the development of the Muslim community, and it scares them. You know why? Not because you're a threat. No. They think you're about to replace those of privilege of the days of old. They see the Muslims as their replacement. And to be honest,
Wonderful
I'm trying the
news.
traditional plant-based food from around the world, and surprisingly, this famous Spanish pastry is one of them.
Let's make churros.
When I traveled to Mexico, I realized that churros actually happen to be vegan. Nowadays, butter and eggs are often added to the dough, which is the reason why I always thought that churros were off the menu. But they were originally made with inexpensive and shelf-stable ingredients that Spanish shepherds and street vendors could easily carry with them and prepare on the go. When churros arrived in Mexico, some vendors stuck to the traditional method, and still today serve the ones that just happen to be plant-based. But that's not all. Especially in Mexico, even the hot chocolate is often traditionally made with water instead of milk, giving you the perfect churro combo.
Wunderbar.
I'm trying the traditional.
I like churros.
This is a brain, and this is a model of the skull. And that layer in between is the dura. From day one, we've been working towards making our surgery faster and less invasive. Preserving the dura, instead of removing it, is a massive leap in that direction.
In May of 2026, as part of our ongoing clinical trials,
we performed the very first transdural Neuralink surgery alongside Dr. Lozano at UHN in Toronto, Canada. It's the most cutting-edge version of this surgery that we've yet performed.
The dura is the outermost layer of the brain. It's right beneath the skull, and it's this tough, leather-like protective material that surrounds the brain.
The standard Neuralink surgery thus far has involved opening the dura and removing a portion of that lining so that we can see the brain directly and insert electrodes into its surface. This new version of the surgery skips that step entirely, and our robotic insertion device is able to insert electrode threads directly through the dura into the brain itself.
This is an important step because it makes the surgery safer, less invasive, faster, and potentially allows us to scale the operation to a greater population.
The primary engineering challenges have been how do you insert threads through the dura mechanically, and then how do you see through the dura such that we can insert threads while avoiding vasculature. The dura is a very tough, leathery layer. Our original needle design was not able to reliably penetrate it. One of the things we did was increase the diameter of our needle just slightly to be able to put our electrodes through the dura.
To get the robot ready to insert through dura, we had to develop an entirely new testing pipeline, most important of which was having a way to simulate the human dura properties on benchtop. To do that, we had to develop a synthetic dural membrane where we would characterize the thickness of the dura and the puncture force. Once we had these synthetic benchtop proxies, we would run hundreds of tests where we're inserting electrodes into the dura.
What I'm showing here is about how much brain is exposed during our procedure, which is about the size of a quarter. And this is what the surgeon would typically see. The difference when the dura is still there and we don't cut it is the surgeon would see something like this. The obvious thing here is you can't see anything. The robot team had to develop a ton of new optics to be able to see the blood vessels and avoid them while inserting the threads.
The moment we leave the dura intact, it actually blocks the vision of two things. One, blood vessels, and two, the distance to the cortical surface. To overcome the first challenge, the blocked vision of the blood vessels, we use ICG video angiography. ICG is the dye that can be injected through a vein, and then use infrared light to see the blood
Top 5
Oh,
past
past
demanding moments.
My mother, you can't build a society with tits. You got to have somebody who can raise that child with balls. I'm not crazy. Somebody said to me that if Jesus is black, heaven is a ghetto. Everywhere black people live is a damn ghetto. Why should I be yelling at the white man? Hell, if it wasn't for him, we'd all probably be dead from diseases and sickness. Or hell, we each other. It wasn't for the white man. You can't manage niggas. You can't trust me. I've been working with them for 45 years. A nigga just ain't gonna do the right thing. He got an attitude about everything. When you as an individual made in the image and likeness of Almighty God reach a point where your being, your presence, your essence tells you to love another man's asshole, there's something wrong with you. Mondami has learned how to pimp black people, which is not necessarily rocket science. My mother, you can't build a society with.
Okay, thanks for the donation, dude.
Glowing right through the dura, so the robot could steer threads safely around them. Second, to know how deep, we used an optical system called optical coherence tomography to determine the distance of the cortical surface from the dural surface. This is the OCT portion of the robot. So you see the laser, optics, and the robot head module here. So the laser light goes through this optics and then delivered to the robot head through this fiber. The light coming back from the brain is coupled into this lens and then coupled into this fiber. So the light is delivered.
These people are nuts.
Yeah, they are. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Through this fiber optics again, and then processed and then visualized as a 3D volume of the brain tomography. This is the brain proxy that we used to test our OCT system. So it has multiple layers of membrane that mimics the human brain anatomy and the brain motion. On the screen, what you're seeing is thin dural layer and SAS, subarachnoid space under the dura, and then the cortex. So as you see here, the distance from the dural surface to the cortex is actively changing in the live human. UCT allows us to measure the distance from the top of the dura to the cortex with high accuracy, so we can insert our threads into the cortex with high precision.
Part of the mission in helping as many people as possible is being able to do as many surgeries as possible. And one way to do as many surgeries as possible is having robots do the procedure with clinical supervision. The step prior to automating surgery and bringing in robotics is thinking about what steps can you delete.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Have you ever noticed if you unplug an appliance while it's running, like this hair dryer, then you get a spark? To make a 1 centimeter spark in air requires 10,000 volts, but mains voltage is only around 120 to 240 volts. So where is that extra voltage coming from? Thanks to Anker for sponsoring this video. When the hairdryer is on, current flows through these coils of wire, but that current also creates a magnetic field. And so when you pull out the plug, you are cutting off that current suddenly, which means the magnetic field will rapidly drop to zero. But nature hates a sudden change in magnetic field, so it tries to compensate. As the magnetic field drops, it induces a voltage in the coil to try to maintain that current. And that voltage can get so high it ionizes the air between the plug and the socket. That is the spark that we see. But this same effect can actually be quite useful, because the purpose of a charger, a wall charger, is to take high voltage mains electricity and convert it into smooth low voltage DC for like your phone or your laptop. And to achieve that, the current in this device is switched on and off hundreds of thousands of times per second using transistors. That creates all these little pulses of electricity. Now to smooth those out, you require an inductor, a coil of wire just like in the hairdryer, just with a very specific design. Now this inductor resists sudden changes in current. It acts like a shock absorber. So when the current rises, it stores energy in a magnetic field, and then when the current falls, it releases that energy again, helping to turn choppy electrical pulses into steady DC. Now, there is a trade-off, which is the higher the voltage the inductor has to handle, the bigger it needs to be, which is why high-power chargers need really large inductors. But Anker has redesigned the circuitry in their fast chargers using a technique called MBUC, combined with their custom-built algorithm. So instead of doing one large voltage drop across a single inductor, MBUC splits the conversion across multiple levels and switches it up to 200,000 times per second. That means the inductor has less energy to handle for every switch cycle. So the inductors can be shrunk to 1/4 of the standard size. That is what allows Anker to pack 160 watts of fast charging into a body this compact.
This is an advertisement you gave me.
So check out the link.
For a stupid charging thing. So, yeah. It's a really nice kit.
Baby flamingos aren't born pink. When a flamingo chick first hatches, it's usually covered in soft gray or white feathers, which is surprising when you consider that adult flamingos are famous for their bright pink color. At the beginning of its life, a flamingo chick is completely dependent on its parents. The mother and father take turns protecting it and feeding it a nutrient-rich liquid often called crop milk. This special food helps the chick grow quickly during its first weeks of life. As it gets older, the young flamingo starts venturing farther away from its parents and joins large groups of other chicks known as creche. Some of these flamingo nurseries can contain hundreds or even thousands of young birds all gathered together in one place. Living in a group helps protect them from predators while they continue growing. As the chick develops, its long legs become stronger and its distinctive curved beak begins to take shape. Before long, it starts learning how to wade through shallow water and search for food on its own. They gradually get their pink feathers from the food they eat. The diet contains natural pigments called carotenoids. Baby flamingos aren't born.
Flamingos are cool. Wow, they're friends. Wow. They're really good friends. Those are some good friends.
Supportive of all of our young ladies. Let's begin the gown competition. Please welcome our first group of contestants. Here is April Blevins. Go ahead, hon. Come on out there. April is from Olympia, Washington. She's 4 years old. She attends preschool, and she enjoys baton twirling, and macaroni and cheese is her favorite dish. And her school's pizza is her favorite food. Welcome, Anika. Cheese is her favorite food. Please welcome Heather Berry.
Hot dogs are her favorite food. Steak is what she likes to eat most. Eggs and rice are what she likes to eat most. Hot dogs are what she likes to eat most.
Jelly sandwiches are her favorite. Pizza's her favorite meal.
Macaroni and cheese is her favorite food. Pizza's her favorite food. Sausage is what she likes to eat most. Fish and chips, that's what she likes to eat most.
Hot dogs her favorite food. And pizza's her favorite food.
Toast is what she likes to eat most. Go ahead. Lemon popsicles are what she likes to eat most.
Cottage cheese, her favorite dish.
Macaroni and cheese is her favorite dish.
The cottage cheese is also her favorite dish.
Chocolate milk is what she likes to drink most.
Macaroni and cheese is her favorite dish.
Pizza's her favorite food.
Pizza's her favorite food. And hot dogs are her favorite food. Corn on the cob her favorite food.
Anything from McDonald's.
Pizza her favorite food. And macaroni and cheese is her favorite food. Pizza her favorite food.
Pizza's her favorite food.
Pizza is also her favorite food. Macaroni and cheese her favorite food. And prime rib is her favorite meal.
And pizza's her favorite food.
Pizza her favorite food. And macaroni and cheese her favorite dish. And another pizza fan, barbecue ribs are her favorite.
Crab legs are what she likes to eat most.
Macaroni is her favorite dish.
Hot dogs.
Macaroni and cheese pizza. Macaroni and cheese
pizza.
Kentucky Fried Chicken nuggets are her favorite food. And egg salad sandwiches are her favorite.
Jelly is what she likes to eat most. So she did a good job.
Congratulations.
Holidays bring to mind so many things. Fun decorations, special food, exciting surprises. But Kathy and I think they mean a lot more.
Holidays provide the perfect opportunity to nurture your family, to do and make things together, just to have fun and grow closer.
So for the next few minutes, we're going to walk with you through the spring season of holidays.
And now, this egg is a little different. First, you tap a hole using a metal skewer or the end of a potato peeler to make a nickel-sized hole in one end of a raw egg. Kids really do love to do this. especially when they know what's coming.
This is a great way to show your daughter how important your relationship with her really is. On our invitation, we asked each mom and daughter to wear a hat made from things from around the house. Before the luncheon, you can have a hat style show and award prizes for the largest, the prettiest, and the funniest hats. Here we're serving finger sandwiches made from pink bread ordered from the bakery and pink lemonade. You can add any salads, relishes, or sweets that you like. Oh, and look at these cute nut cups.
Kathy and Judy have more great ideas for you on their summer video, available now.
What a dork.
Chuck Norris, 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 Karate Commandos.
Sometimes the things we want most are the hardest to get. That means you have to be even more determined to succeed. But that's what it takes to be a winner. You have to want it bad enough to stick with it no matter how tough things get. And things got pretty tough for us down in Florida with the deadly dolphins. Sometimes you're gonna meet people who'll do anything to get their own way. You know the kind, bullies who pick on other kids in the schoolyard. They never like to play fair. Just like the Claw when he tried to bully me. That was a close one. The only reason we were able to stop the Claw is because we were better trained. Training requires a lot of self-control. That means giving up a lot of things for a goal. Like when mom or dad want you to do your homework now and watch TV later. It may seem like nagging, but believe me, you'll thank them for it. Think about it. Catch you next time. You know, there are people in the world who believe that violence is the answer to every problem. They're always the first ones to clench a fist or throw a punch. They think they always have to fight. The gang and I ran into the Claw and some of his more nasty friends while we were transporting a state-of-the-art robot on what turned out to be a terror train. Have you ever made a mistake? Of course you have. We all have. Many times it's hard to face up to that mistake because it means you may be laughed
It's a really gay outfit.
at or punished. But when you do face up to your mistake and know you'll never do it again, then you become a much stronger person. And we needed all that strength on the island of the walking dead. Well, we finally got the robot to its destination. But more importantly, everybody on the train was saved. It was a tough job, and Claw was at his worst. I don't like having to resort to violence. It's always my last option. I'd rather walk away from a fight, if I can. See you next time.
You say Merry Christmas?
My name is Archie Williams. My name is Terry Fader.
Evet, pirelerimi kardeşimin üstüne dökeyim.
With the iconic chocolate of Hershey's Kisses.
Hey, don't chew on his tail, Holly. Holly. It's okay, we can be friends. Be nice. Be nice. It's okay, Nogi, it's okay. Okay. Where is the...
You say Merry Christmas?
Okay. Yeah, that's a stance.
Bean.
Stupid. A fucking asshole.
Latte, how are you, my girl? My little love. Hello. How are you, my girl? But like stray cats in
They're very chumbusy.
stalkers.
Medicated. Fuck you, Brennan. I know you touched my drum set.
When a baby giraffe is born, even sleeping becomes a challenge. Because of their incredibly long legs and necks, newborn giraffes have to slowly learn how to balance, lie down, and get back up safely. And in the wild, that's extremely important. Adult giraffes only sleep for short periods of time, usually just a few hours total throughout the day. Lying down makes them vulnerable to predators, so most giraffes prefer to stay standing whenever possible. Baby giraffes, however, need more rest while they are growing. When they sleep deeply, they often curl their necks backward and rest their heads on their bodies in surprisingly awkward positions. And even getting up is difficult at first. Within just a few hours after being born, a baby giraffe is already expected to stand and walk on its own. That's because in the wild, staying on the ground too long can be dangerous. As they grow older, giraffes become incredibly well adapted for life with such unusual body proportions. Their long legs help them run surprisingly fast, reaching speeds of over 30 miles per hour. And their powerful hearts help pump blood all the way up their long necks to the brain.
I like giraffes. They're cool. This looks fucking retarded. What in the hell is the point of that? That's really stupid. I'm gonna go to bed now, but I'll be on tomorrow, so I'll see y'all then. Big thanks to everybody who donated on Streamlabs. Appreciate it. Nighty night.